We are literally scrambling right now to change our entire flight. Well, actually, okay, let me start over. Tanner woke up, read a text saying that our flight got canceled from Delta. We're supposed to be heading out from Munich to Florida. There's like maintenance issues and our flight is canceled and they rescheduled us for tomorrow. But we went onto the app and looked, and there's an alternative route we can take from Nuremberg, which is nice in the fact that it's not as far of driving, but it leaves at 6 a.m. and our Munich flight didn't leave till 11 something a.m. So now we got that changed. Now we're gonna rush, drive there, change our parking, and do this last minute thing, but it makes a big difference because it's arriving today versus leaving, or leaving today versus leaving tomorrow. And yeah, we need to get to the States, so
much fun.
So much fun! Read it, Boo.
Achtung bitte, dies ist ein Sicherheitshinweis. Bitte lassen Sie Ihr Gepäck nicht unbeaufsichtigt stehen. Vielen Dank.
Well, we've made it back here to the States. We've made it here in Atlanta, and I am beyond tired. The last 20-ish hours have been kind of a whirlwind, as you guys have seen. A little bit of recap. Early morning, finding out that our flight was canceled from Munich, to changing it to Nuremberg, and then a few hiccups along the way with trying to get tickets for Risa and Noah all the way here. So we're exhausted, but we're excited to be back. Risa and the girls are already on their way to go and find a place to go get a shake. Being in this airport, honestly, has been kind of fun because this is the airport that we flew out of when we left the States to move to Germany in the first place. So it's kind of bringing back a lot of memories. But right now we're just looking at the different stores that are here in the airport, which is coming to us as a little bit of just like a camera shot here. You found ice cream.
We found Chick-fil-A.
I know. I said that they were gonna go and find something. Chick-fil-A's been on that list of things that we want to go and find. So we're here, excited to go and explore. Yeah, there you go.
You guys, I'm about to enter Target. It's been a while. This is something that I feel like every American misses when they're away from this. Holy crap. It is so humid here, you definitely can't see me. Okay, let's try this again and see if it will work. What is going on? I've never lived or videoed in such a humid place before. Got it to work. Had to set the camera out because the temperature difference from inside to outside is crazy, honestly. We're coming from Germany where it's like crisp air, it's cold, we're on jacket, coat weather, to sunny, humid Florida. This is an adventure already. Yesterday we went to Target for the first time, which is quite a fun experience. I went in and I was like, I love this. And there was a lot of stuff that I ended up getting that I didn't think I needed but wanted. So there's that. I guess there's a little bit of American still in me there. It was kind of weird seeing like an American flag all over. It was weird seeing palm trees. Of course, the temperature's major shock. It's weird seeing plastic straws, oddly enough. And even Willa was like, Mom, I didn't chew on it. It like stayed together. And we were like, that's because it's plastic. She's so used to the paper straws that like kind of dissolve, especially when she chews on them.
Well, here we are, Saturday morning. We're on our way to, I don't even know the name of the place that we're going to. I think it's Shark Valley Tram Rides, which I'm really excited for because we've been here now for 2 nights here in Florida. We're getting a little more adjusted to the time zone. It was an early start at 4 for us. My brother-in-law and I are here in the minivan, rocking it with most of the kids, and it's going to be really interesting and exciting to see. Hopefully lots of animals, lots of birds. And as you can tell, it's quite the party back here. A few things that we noticed, especially when we got here, is yesterday I had to go get my button on my phone repaired, and we went to a big shopping mall, and I I say big and it's an understatement. It's like a huge shopping complex that we just haven't been used to for quite a while. This place had dozens of food options, dozens of like sports clothings and jewelry and you name it. I actually got lost in the mall for a little while and had to do like a big loop to get out. It took me like 10 minutes, but I finally made my way there. And I do have to really appreciate it. I'm kind of envious of my brother-in-law who also speaks Spanish. I had to speak Spanish with 9 out of like the 10 places that I like walked through because almost every single one of them, their native language was Spanish, and it was really refreshing. It was fun for me, even though my brain was like working overtime to not say something in German every now and then. It was really refreshing and fun to like have, you know, that part of my life back in speaking Spanish. So that was really fun. And this morning I went and played basketball with my brother-in-law, and it was, again, walked out of the door and it was just like boom. 6 o'clock in the morning, it was still, what did we say, 78 degrees?
Yeah, 78 degrees.
And humidity was just real. A few fun things new, especially since this is the first time I've been to Florida, but really loving being here. Alright, so now we've made it here. We're excited to go on this little tram bus tour through the Everglades. Another thing that we were trying to get used to again is sales tax. We're so used to having the sales tax built in, or the value added tax built in Europe, and so we're typically used to say, oh, it's 20 bucks for this, and that's what I'm gonna pay. And then you get up there and it's, you know, 3 to 6, 7%, depending on the state that you're living in. So that's kind of another one that's like we have to get used to a little bit again. But we are gonna get on the tram here now and go and enjoy a nice little time.
Do you see it?
There is a juvenile alligator. That thing right there. I know everybody in the back already spotted it. Good spot, Taylor. But look how you can't even see his back. If that alligator were to duck his entire head, you won't even know he's there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't seen one of these in a long time.
You guys haven't seen a drinking fountain?
No, they come out of like statues.
Oh, we need to go to Tato like Tangled.
Like Tangled?
Can we go?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yay! Hey, no. Hey, you. Noah. So we made. Oh my gosh. I got. Well, we made it here to the beach in Florida and everyone's loving it. We luckily got some cloud coverage here by the sun and it's just been a blast to relax. She's probably had a couple fistfuls of sand and we're enjoying fun cousin time.
Well, we've made it onto our flight this morning to go and visit some more family in New Orleans. What was fun about this morning's flight is this is the only flight that we were the very first passengers on.
We showed up and they started boarding premium, and because we have kids, we are included in that group.
We're excited to spend some time with my brother and his family.
Let's just do a little quick rapid fire of some of the things that we've like been noticing and experiencing that are kind of like little reverse culture shocks. Today we went out to eat. For one, the portions are bigger.
Much bigger.
For sure.
Much bigger. But
the plate was like a big oval.
and we took leftovers from all but like one plate.
We had a huge water cup. It was like this tall.
And we got it refilled.
With a plastic straw.
For free.
It was actually so nice to feel like I could just drink as much water as I wanted. And it was ice cold ice as well.
They had ice in there too, yeah. So yeah, just fun being like, oh, we don't have to worry about this being like €3+ per drink.
And it was like double the amount of like one of the, what is it?
One of like the normal cups.
0.4 liters that they offer or something.
Yeah. The checkout, did we talk about this on our at CVS? So we were at the pharmacy getting some allergy medication and they had, you know, of course, tons of like self-checkouts, but then the machine actually talked to you, which, you know, we kind of forget about that happens because there's very few self-checkouts in Germany. And if there are, I don't think they talk to you.
Yeah, well, not in our local town,
right.
At least that we've used. And you can actually get allergy medicine just off the counter.
Driving, it was very aggressive. There's passing on all sorts of sides, angles, last minute turns like to get on and off exits.
They're
Kind of
passing
crazy.
four lanes to get off an exit in a short distance. You gotta be alert.
And the personal space is like, it's no wonder there are so many cars with like scratches and dings, and the sides of the road are littered with like tire shreds and broken car parts and stuff. So it's definitely not the occasion for every European country, but definitely for Germany, and it was like easy to recognize that.
Willa, where are we gonna go?
To get food.
From what restaurant?
Over
It's called Willa Jeans. We're here in the downtown area of New Orleans. We did find out that's how you pronounce it. Is no, I said it wrong. It's New Orleans, not New Orleans.
Actually, it's depending on who you ask.
Both are correct, but we've heard that's how they say it. That place was bomb. Pricey. Definitely pricey, but really, really good. It's another day here in Louisiana, and we've made it to City Park here. This is a really fun place. Right now you can hear someone playing some jazz music, and that's just setting the mood. We're about to try some beignets. I think I pronounced that correctly. For the first time ever, we got some donuts yesterday, and they were delicious. We've just been waiting and waiting for this time to try some beignets, so we're gonna dive in. There's a really popular cafe here, and there's a couple of different locations spread throughout the city. The most popular one is within the French Quarter, if I'm not mistaken, which we're gonna be exploring tomorrow. This is a really cool place. The oak trees here are amazing, as well as seeing the Spanish moss is just really cool. Those were bomb, you guys. Kind of like a mix between a scone and a donut. It wasn't overly sweet or anything. They definitely have a healthy serving of powdered sugar, and it was nice to kind of dip it in it just to get a little more sweet, I guess. And anyways, it was really fun. And yesterday we went to a playground area within a mall, so kind of a interesting location, but it was a free play session for like 25 minutes. There's someone there watching it supervised, but it was just a cool place. I feel like sometimes I harp on the US for not being as child friendly and not offering environments that provide a little reprieve to parents to just support them and have a place where they can take kids in a safe and friendly environment. But we were able to go to one, and it was a plus that it was free. There she is! It's our last day here in New Orleans. We're kind of bummed to be leaving family, but excited because we have some fun adventures ahead here in the States. But before we leave, we're going to take advantage of this beautiful sunny day and go on a little river Mississippi cruise.
You got it. Sit by me.
We'll do our best to make it enjoyable. No.
They got 50 ships in a line. You think somebody didn't notice that? Then, what did they do?
happy girl. You guys, we got a good night's sleep. It was nice. We ended up flying from New Orleans here to Florida. We have some fun things coming up. We're about to go on a cruise boat, so stay tuned for our next video. But before we enter into the cruise boat, I wanted to mention a couple other things that have been just a little bit weird since coming back to the US. There's been major decision fatigue for me. I actually went into Target to get some dry shampoo and I was like, there are just so many options of everything here. So many choices everywhere you look, everywhere you go, even if it's like a pharmacy to a Target to a grocery store. The US knows how to make products and make so many of them. There's all different kinds of brands of very similar product. Another thing being in the South is that we've noticed super friendly people. Not to say that Germans aren't necessarily the friendliest, but there's a noticeable difference, honestly, coming back to the US, where we were walking on a path yesterday and every person we passed was saying hi, waving, maybe even asking us, you know, how are you doing? And I guess we're just not as used to that small talk. Those are what come to mind right now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just been a fun experience for us. We loved being with family, loved being able to get a taste of some new places here in the US that we've never been. Come join us on that next adventure. Thanks, guys.